There were actually some toy soldiers hidden under the couch. They looked just like real people. A soldier launched another attack. The man crushed it with a single kick. The other toy soldiers raised their rocket launchers, but they couldn't hurt the man at all. He shot and destroyed the toy soldiers in a single burst. Suddenly, a roar echoed through the room. 3 armed helicopters flew out from under the couch. A toy airplane flew rapidly toward the man. The man immediately raised his gun and shot down one of the helicopters. But the toy soldier's firepower was simply too intense. The man had no choice but to endure the pain and take temporary refuge in the bathroom. Just as he was about to rest for a moment, suddenly a rocket blast blew a huge hole right through the bathroom door. A helicopter flew right in. The man wrapped the helicopter in a towel, threw it on the floor, and stomped it to pieces. Then he flushed them down the toilet. He also tossed the plugged-in hairdryer into the toilet. The toy soldiers were completely destroyed. Before long, the man noticed a note slipped under the door. He picked it up and read it. It actually told him to surrender. He was a top-tier assassin. How could he possibly surrender to a bunch of toys? He tossed the note back the next second. After a few loud bangs, the door was riddled with bullet holes. The man had no choice but to open the window and climb out. He planned to circle around to the neighboring room from the outside. He moved forward, pressing himself tightly against the wall. Suddenly, a helicopter flew up behind him. A toy soldier immediately opened fire on him. The man pulled out gun and fired a shot that hit its mark. After taking care of everything, he made it to the balcony by the skin of his teeth. He watched the toy soldiers through a crack in the wall. At that moment, the toy soldiers hadn't yet noticed that he had left. So the man grabbed a fire extinguisher and crept up behind them. The powder sprayed from the extinguisher obscured the toy soldiers' vision. Then the man ignited his flamethrower and eliminated all the toy soldiers. He placed all the toy soldiers on the table, carefully counted them, and then destroyed them. He thought the crisis was over. Little did he know that an even greater danger was still waiting for him. Just as he was relaxing in the pool, he was suddenly slashed by an unknown object. He suspected there were still toy soldiers in the room, so he got into the elevator, intending to leave. Suddenly, the elevator's control panel short-circuited. The elevator was instantly plunged into darkness. A toy Special Forces soldier appeared before the man. The man was no match for this toy soldier. Soon the elevator doors opened, and the man, severely injured, collapsed unconscious. The toy soldier raised an AK-47 and aimed it at him. The man suddenly reached out and grabbed the toy soldier. He shoved the toy soldier toward the elevator doors. The toy soldier braced himself against the doors, but he was still crushed by elevator. The man thought he had won. However, just before dying, the toy soldier activated its self-destruct sequence.